This week, MMM Nigeria and Ghana each has a story featured in our Events Roundup, while our MMM Weekly Digest covers the dates August 6 to 13. And in our MMM Gives Back, a guider from MMM RSA visits a shelter for the elderly in Durban. Ever wondered what category you belong in and what you can become in MMM? That is what we will discuss in our future segment. And another insightful discussion is up with Guider Emil's and Juan's Just My Opinion. To all our viewers around the world, this is MNC, your Mavro News channel. On the 8th of April 2017, MMM Community Guider Derek hosted an offline ideological event in which he shared how the community is full of benefits. He added that these benefits alone could be life-changing to those who might want to provide and receive financial help from one another. He hosted this offline event at the Nazareth House in Agbogba, Accra. The Master of Ceremony first described the agenda of the day briefly. He next introduced Guider Derek to come in front for his talk about MMM. From there, he was all business, discussing the ins and outs of the MMM platform. He also shared about the different ways through which individuals can earn money on this earth. He then defined MMM as well as describing the full meaning of the abbreviation MMM as Mavrodi Mondial Movement. Guider Derek went ahead and described MMM as a mutual aid fund. He also added that it is a community of people who would like to be financially free. Besides defining MMM, Guider Derek also discussed the history of the community, how it works, and finally disclosed its advantages. All throughout, he was thorough, and his audience appreciated it very much. MMM, let's change the world together. 10 days later, on April 18, MMM Guider Ogbe Enoyi Sylvester was out for an offline presentation he hosted at the Glory Guest Inn in Masaka, Nasarawa State, Nigeria. He used the occasion to highlight how with its ideology, MMM can help better their lives without them giving up what they are doing right now. He also made a very detailed discussion on how the platform works and how they can benefit from the bonuses that MMM offers. On the latter part of the program, he also entertained questions from the audience. After the event, he was able to register 4 people as new members. Asked how he made it so, Guider Ogbe cited that maybe his clear explanation on how honest and transparent the system it has helped, and also his willingness to answer questions no matter how simple or complex. Our weekly digest this edition covers the dates of August 6 to 13, and we begin in Asia and Oceania, wherein MMM Australia's official YouTube channel has been regularly publishing good look letters from its members since the previous week, wherein members and non-members alike can watch and listen to a lot of interesting stories. On the screen is their official YouTube channel address. While in China, many members, after receiving help, have started to actively promote the community on blogs, online forums, social networking sites, and other platforms. This is an example that the administrators wish members from other communities to emulate as both the participant and the community benefit from it. MMM Indonesia, for their part, have hosted a whole range of MMM-related offline events throughout the country instead of just in key cities. With this move, the administrators see a bigger growth for MMM Indonesia. Also, the beginning of August marked 11 months since MMM Philippines has been operating in a stable and efficient manner, while making full payments with no delays. Despite some challenges, our community there was able to pull through and is about to celebrate its anniversary. While our MMM communities Thailand and Myanmar keep up their stable and efficient operations, members promptly receive their donations in full, thus good luck letters are regularly recorded. It's all clear, members receive their payments in full. All amounts are paid promptly. In their turn, members receive help and record good luck letters regularly. As of August 13th, receipt of help worth IDR 70,720,000 has been recorded at MMM Thailand, while at MMM Myanmar, the receipt of help reached BTC 3.47. Lastly, for Asia and Oceania, MMM Turkey hosted lots of terrific offline events. Also, one of the guiders made a wonderful cut together from good luck letters published by the members of his structure. We now move to the African continent and start with Ghana. The community of MMM Ghana is currently creating a call center for outgoing calls and recruiting operators. Interested participants from Ghana can contact support for further details. Guiders from MMM Kenya also hosted more than 5 events for the week alone. While in MMM Nigeria, winners of a recent competition for those who work really hard for the benefit of MMM were given the rewards. The community also hosted several charity events. As for MMM RSA, guiders keep organizing offline events and publishing video reports at the MMM Abroad section. And lastly, for Africa, MMM Zimbabwe launched a system-wide Telegram chat for MMM members. Participants use it to talk, share their expertise, tell their stories, and show interesting photos and videos. And we now move to South America for more weekly digests. Communities in Argentina and Ecuador demonstrated unbelievable growth of new health provision cases and surpassed all expectations. While from MMM Brazil, a team hosted a detailed 2-hour presentation of MMM which ended up with all attendees becoming members of our mutual aid community. Leaders are also having a hard time creating a new WhatsApp groups as they get filled in a week's time. And new members from MMM Mexico are showing strong faith in the system with over half of all newly registered members providing help immediately upon registration. And the Peru team completed another round of training at the offline guider school with all slots allotted for training packed fully. The same holds for our guider school in MMM Colombia. So for those interested to become guiders on both countries, make sure you registered early. Also, the week covering August 6 to 13 saw a rise of registration of older people who opted to use Bitcoin, providing the popularity of BTC's use among members of the age group is growing. That's it for now. See you next week for another weekly digest. MMM continued doing its great work of changing people's lives in our communities, even to the less privileged who are not part of the community. With the spirit of giving as the bedrock of its ideology, orphanages, schools, and shelters have benefited from MMM charity events done around the world. On April 22nd of this year, Guider Faith Similane was again out to carry the torch of MMM's culture of giving. She and her team visited the social care shelter in Durban, South Africa, to deliver gifts for the elderly housed in the center. With her gift set up on a table, Guider Faith had a conversation with the administrator of the center. They discussed the coverage of their operation and the needs that they have so they can fully take care of the people under the roof. On her end, Guider Faith introduced to them the ideology of MMM and how it works. She added that MMM is that door of hope to financial freedom, and all that is needed is for ordinary people to embrace it. The occasion was made short, but it was still what Guider Faith expected it, solemn and heartfelt. The elderly all expressed gratitude for the gifts they received from the community, while Guider Faith promised that if given the chance again, she would gladly visit them back. Most of us are aware that rampant inequality and injustice rule the world. For example, in mainland China and Hong Kong alone, where the combined population is a little over 1.1 billion, there are only 89 billionaires, while the overwhelming majority of the Chinese are average low-income citizens. According to Global Wealth Report, 1% of the richest Chinese own 32% of the country's assets. With this example alone, it is not hard to deduce that a simple person who is not millionaire finds it very hard to get rich due to the unjust distribution of incomes and characteristics of the economy. For simple comparison, we can categorize people as workers. They receive a salary by slaving away for the master. Most of us are programmed to become like this from early childhood. We are bombarded with the idea that you must work or no one will pay you. As a result, we work our tails off for the businessmen, run into debts, and live a life which is not worth remembering. Businessmen, they are often smart and talented. They use their skills for launching their own business. This category includes owners of small businesses, lawyers, woodworkers, stylists, dentists, and other specialists. They often have deep knowledge of their sector. They build companies based on their own knowledge and earn more than workers. Business leaders or investors, 95% of them come from rich families or are well connected. A regular person cannot possibly become one as they have no big startup capital. In this situation, where does MMM come in? In the community, a regular guy can become an investor or a businessman. And since MM does not look into personal backgrounds, any adult may join the club. No World Bank can offer ordinary people the same earnings rate. Investing in gold, currency, real estate, etc. is far less profitable than joining MMM. So how do you begin on this journey? Put aside a part of your salary and join MMM instead of buying unneeded things. This intelligent investment plan is suitable for simple folks. While you continue with your main source of income, you let your money work for you as the MMM community helps everyone attain their financial goals.
Great day everyone, my name is Emil and welcome to another exciting segment of Just My Opinion. On our episode last week, we discussed the most common mistake made by people when dealing with money. Many of our viewers realized that indeed it is a very simple but overlooked aspect of money management. On our segment today, we'll discuss the importance of goal setting. To be honest, I really want to discuss this topic long ago, but it was only just this week I was able to find the right timing for it. Before we proceed, let's have a short definition of goal setting. According to Susan Ward of the website daybalance.com, goal setting is the process of deciding what you want to accomplish and devising a plan to achieve the result you desire. For entrepreneurs, goal setting is an important part of business planning. For MMM participants, goal setting goal setting is very important if you want to achieve great success. The key point in setting your goal is basically knowing what you really want in life. Knowing what you really want to do, knowing what you really want to be, and knowing what you really want to have. Goals can be divided into two categories. There is what they call long-term goals and there are short-term goals. Long-term goals are those type of goals that you think might take quite a long time to achieve, like buying a big house or acquiring a high-end car. It depends on your assessment whether how long it would take for you to achieve this kind of goals. On the other hand, short-term goals are kind of goals which would take only a short period of time for you to achieve, such as buying a new gadget or having a vacation with your family. Whether it's a short-term or a long-term goal, what matters here is that it should be clear, concise, and specific. For example, if you want a house, ask yourself, what kind of house do you want? What's the design? How many rooms are there? Is there a swimming pool? How big it is? How many square meters? Is it 1, 2, or 3 floors? What color is your ideal house? These are just few of the questions you might want to ask yourself, just so you can be specific. How about cars? How many cars do you want to have? What color are they? What model? Is it a sedan, an SUV, or a pickup truck? Do you want a Toyota, a Mitsubishi, or a Hyundai? Or you might want a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Now, while I'm talking to you about all these goals, I'm sure your imagination is working already. Some of you will find it very fulfilling when you determine what you really want in life. Do you know the importance of goal setting and clear definition of goals? The answer is all about direction. When your goals are definite, you will have a clear direction of where you want to go and what you are going to do. Goal setting is very far from daydreaming because it requires you to be so specific that you will know the smallest details of that goal. So, if you are not yet sure of what your goals are, pause this video for a moment and try to specify your goals as clear as you can. In that way, you will not only find your direction, but you will have a very strong inspiration and a reason to pursue in life. Goal setting is a very simple activity, but if you take it seriously, you will be amazed of how it can impact your actions in the future. So, do it not tomorrow, but today. That's it for this week. See you again next week. This is Emil, and remember that everything that I said in this video is just my opinion. Have a great day, guys, and bye-bye.
That's it for this week's MNC, your Mavro News channel. I am Mark. Always remember, together we change the world.